it worked. I felt like I haven't done this in a while. I guess that's what happens when you do it for almost an entire month. And then the last 2 days when you're going to do the thing, everything just... Greetings. It's Brian. Welcome to KillCo Whiskey Musings. If you're here, you should know what's going on. But I'll explain. I was doing an advent calendar last year, and then I got hit by the plague. That's what happened. If you know what the plague is, dodged it for almost 3 years. It showed up as a Christmas present. It was super great. Anyway, that's done. That's the past. And now, Music Maestro. I will be finishing these drinks. I was tempted to do both of them in one night, but that sounds like I'd be rushing. I don't want to do that. Music Maestro. That's probably too low. There you go. I can hear it. Can you hear it? Chilling. Oops. As always. This thing's freaking me out. I'm going to empty this as soon as the advent calendar's done. That, when it keeps moving, I don't like it. I gotta see who's in chat. That would be the sense. Boink. Yeah. Oh. That's the interesting part. What just happened? 12:24. Thank you. It's Christmas Eve all over again. Yay. Except that was on a Saturday, I think. Was that a Saturday? Was that 2 weeks ago? That was last year. I don't think about it anymore. Pop out chest. Zenbu's here. Hi. Hold on. Wait. I am prepared to stream. I promise you. I didn't forget to move my chat over in front of me. No, I wouldn't do that. Let's see. 5 fingers high five. See Jackson. Cheers. Hello. Schwelcome. Stream Elements is live. Thank you. Jimmy Jazz. Why I immediately think jazz music now. Welcome. Good to see you all. Zenboot, you're here somewhere. You haven't said a word. Oh, nope, there you are. Seems just like old times. Yes, once upon a dream. Remember 2022? That was a weird year. I'm glad we're not there. You mean the start of this year has been strange? Of course not. Anyhow, we've got an hour. We've got 50-ish minutes. And I have where to go. There, oh God. Day 24 and 25 is sitting here in front of me, and I didn't see 24 next to it, so I freaked out. But I have no idea what whiskey this is, and find out now. Oh, unsurprisingly, suspiciously, these. Hold on. These whiskeys I have thought are all bourbons or ryes or American whiskeys, and that has not been the case. I think I remember what the last one was. Was that the Mexican whiskey? Was that day 23? That was an eternity ago. It was last year. Oh, I remember that. Look at the color, shall we? Cliff Smith, hello. So good to see so many people. I'm not alone. Happy Friday, by the way. I tend to forget that people have Friday as a thing. The thing for me is I do this. I do not go anywhere. Oh, I got a hint of a whiff. A whiff of a hiff. Might be peated. Said it already. Look at that. That's nice. It looks like a bourbon to me. All whiskey looks like bourbon. No, it does not. No, it does not. That's a lie. Don't listen to me. Beauty. As Ken might say. Some of you know. All right, I think this has happened many times during last year at the end of the month. I would guess so hard that everything was perfect. This one again, I got a whiff of it. That's what happened. A whiff of it, I think. A couple times, I thought it was peated. It obviously was not when I noticed it. But also, I did a stream last week, last year about, after I was recovering. So you saw me then, and I was still very suspicious about my taste buds. Everything seemed a little off. I haven't really tried to do it again. I think I'm nervous. I don't know if I don't smell anything. Hang it easy. Hello. Oh, doctor. Oof. If only I would have more money then. Actually, random fact that no one needs to know. When I was in high school, there was a teacher taught social studies, I believe. Mr. Marr? Mr. Marr, yeah. And he would call me Dr. Killavy all the time. Mr. Slacker. I could have been a doctor. Redemption Rye. Hi, Redbird. Total wine pick. Not for you? Oh, that sucks. I mean, that's good that you found out you don't like it, but there's always that moment of, oh, I wish I did. Like, for me, I wish I didn't like Buffalo Trace. It's a problem. But I do. So, color. Nice. See, it's right here in this glass. Let's go in for the nose, shall we? I feel like I need a rush because this is the 30-minute thing I was doing. It's still there. Oh, good. But mostly, I'm scared about nose and taste stuff. It's fine. I got it back. Most, I think. Probably. Oh, yeah. That's peated something. What? That. The visual image I had is it went like this. It does have peat to it. What kind of peat is the question? Because that got sharp. Definitely made me think of a peat bog. Why did it get sharp? Another problem I'm having is sometimes stuff seems familiar. And my memory's garbage. So... It's got an open... I've said this before, too. It's got an open 14 vibe. The color's different. I haven't had open 14 in a while, actually. But if that's what I'm thinking about, this is fine. I like open 14. This is a lighter peat. I think that was iodine. I'm trying to get past this like smoky note that's supposed to be going. It's a fireplace. A little ashy. There is the sweet note. The what do I call that? I'm trying to get a mental image of like a sugar thread. They have threaded sugar candy, don't they? That's not what I'm thinking about though. Vanilla frosting. Yeah. I love vanilla frosting. Gee, I wonder why that's it. So my nose is fine, I think. I'm gonna get lost in this glass. This is really nice. It's complicated. Like I'm peaty, but I'm so sweet. This might not be peated at all. Then I do have a problem. This might not be Scotch. This might be from Japan. If this is Hibiki something, or some Japanese whiskey, I swear. Uh-oh. I saw that, Sunboot. I'm not complaining. Oh. I gotta go see what the hell you were talking about, because I said it, and I forgot what it was already. Oh, the redemption. That's right. Whoa. There you go, hanging easy. Where's Sugar Kitty? Sugar Kitty, hello. I didn't see you pop in here. Where are you? Say meow. There's a lot of people chatting. I like that. Unfortunately, I can't keep up sometimes. Cass, drink the Buna. Ooh. We had a couple Buna Hobbins in here. Is this a freaking Buna Hobbin? I'm going to drink it now. I've taken too long. This nose is great. This is wonderful. This is something you just want to sit with. And keep doing that. I want to drink it too. That's phase 1. Phase 2 is even better. Unless it tastes horrible. Cheers, everyone. Thank you for being here. I'm back. I'll start making videos at some point. I don't know when either. Soon. I have lots of bottles to drink. I have to open them. Oh my goodness. Sure. That was misleading. That was much more peat than I was prepared for. Wow. It was an ashy tidal wave. I haven't been drinking as much whiskey lately, if you can't tell. What's the proof? Why did I feel that so clearly? Still. That'd be a problem for everyone watching. Hopefully that'll never happen. Wait. I exercised this morning for the first time also since last year. I'm worried how I'm going to feel tomorrow. Great. I think they went right back to normal then, dude. That's my assumption. But I know some people got screwed. But again, I had what I can really call a mild case. 2 days I felt like shit, and I felt like short. I felt schmooshy. Anyhow, I didn't feel good. YouTube's always listening. I didn't feel good for Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. Those are the 2 days I felt bleh. Monday I started to feel better. And I think it was either Christmas Day or that Monday where I just lost my sense of smell for a little bit. And then Tuesday I was just hunky-dory. What was weird is how fast I recovered. Like the tests, you know? I have one over there. I was using them a bit. But those, like by day 4, so by 4 or 5, I was good, officially. Twice in a row, I think. So it was weird. It's so weird when you get sick like that for the first time. Here's what you need to do. Okay. I will just do all the things and stay away from people. Thankfully, I do that already. That's not entirely true. I've been exercising and going out and being around other human beings, which is probably how I got sick in the first place. I knew I should never go around it. Oh yes, someday I'll automate this. I don't know when, I don't know how. But, wow, oh yeah, and it's gone. Come here, there we go. Whenever I click on something on my screen, the chat disappears briefly. Oh, this is lovely. Let's try to go for the palette again. I just remembered how that palette first initially was. Haha! Nice try. I'm gonna brace myself this time. Wow. I haven't had something peated like this in a very long time. Either that or just because I haven't had peated anything in a long time. Oh! I'm thinking of roses with thorns. I really like my first initial impression was an ashy tidal wave. That was hilarious for me. I'm thinking of a garden. Like the soil's just been tilled. That's a nice note. I don't know if I want to taste that, but what's going on back here? Son of a bitch. Darn it. Heck, shoot. Good grief. All right. I'm going to try this again, see what else pops out of my brain. It's all good, but it's just a lot. It's a lot to take in. I'm not quite sure why. I'm still wondering what the proof is. It's not drinking like it, but it did do something initially, which I always, that's my tell. I wish. The only thing is that is not a tell. There's a lot of times something with much higher proof than I expected. Ooh, honeyed lollipop? What? I think I'm, is it Sugar Daddy? Something like that. Like a big old stick. They did that. I don't know why, but they did. If it still exists, God, I hope it does. I'm tasting one right now. It is kind of like a wave. So there's a big tidal wave and it hits the beach and then it kind of just chilled out and rolled across. For some reason, there was fire, campfire on the beach, and it just got annihilated. I don't know if I'm getting any fruit. Peach? I have not eaten many peaches in my life, for the record. I've had a lot of peach-flavored things. That doesn't really count. I do like peaches as far as I know. I have not... I don't even want to say that out loud, but I probably haven't eaten a full peach ever. Or pear. I think I'd like that in some kind of dessert, a fruit dessert. A parfait, maybe. Oh, it's so tingly. The peat note just wraps around your tongue. Does that? Wow. Blankets your tongue with these spicy, prickly, pleasant notes. Very black pepper. And I like black pepper, thankfully. If there is sweet fruit notes at all, this progresses nicely. It's somewhere near the middle. And now it's starting to dry out a little bit. And it's still tingly as hell. Yeah. That's good. That's an experience. So what the hell is it? Can I buy a bottle? Probably not. But this is something to give to people as like, and this is what a wild ride is like. Enjoy. Whew. Yeah, I don't think I like the texture of pears either. I heard they're kind of gritty. Do I think it's finished? Oh, man. If it is, I don't know what by. Because it was really spicy. In a good way. It's like a mix of... it's really hard to explain to people what peat does to your mouth. I can only call it a tingling sensation, and I use that for a lot of things. Like, I use it for the concept of... I think proof and barrel impact, maybe? Or, if it's a rye, it's usually a big tell. Yeah, I expect, like, I know, in general, the theme kind of has been for, that's a lot of words. The theme for advent calendars that are whiskey-based is technically there's some, like, crazy stuff right at the end. Or at least incredibly interesting. Like yesterday, because it's Christmas Eve, that Mexican whiskey was insane. I'd never tasted anything like that in my life. This is, coming close to that, because I equate this kind of experience to what I experienced when I first tried peated whiskey. It was wild. It wasn't terrible, but it was like, whoa, haha. I didn't know a beverage could do that. Surprise. I'll have another sip and I'll find out what it is. It's really nice. Oh, announcement. I'm a professional. For when I do sample giveaways, and I plan to. I have something to do. I showed patrons, by the way, a patron of mine. I have a by the way, you can become a patron, link down below. $5 a month, it's great. I do a lot of lenses. And one giveaway. No, I actually do a couple of giveaways. How many giveaways do I do? If you're a patron, you'll find out. How's that? Ha! These are going to be in use. They're not a lot. This is about 1 ounce, maybe a little more. 1.5. I forget. But I can send out... I'm going to say 5, possibly 6, in the packaging I use for raffles. So from now on, not that anyone who won my little raffles before got any less. They got less variety, but they still got 2 ounces of 4 things every time. But now you can have 6 of number of things. So it's more variety if this works, if the packaging is okay. 4 hand deliveries. But I thought that was neat, man. And they got here fast, and they are plastic. This is not glass, but they work. So I'm looking forward to trying those out. Still the glass ones, but I might save those for the patrons. So they can get larger sample sizes of whatever they happen to win. And that happens quarterly, after every dry week for the Whiskey Tribe. It's going to be one sooner than I expect again, I bet. Here we go. One more sip. Find out what it is. I had to announce it. It's an announcement. This is a very fancy channel. It gets sweeter after every sip in a good way. Like I said, it made me think of sugar daddies, which is really nice. Ugh. It's amazing what it does on the palate. That is much harder to describe. Like I said, it was like a blanket. It engulfs your whole tongue. Blech. It's wild. I like it. 6 could be overkill. That's why I'm saying 5. Again, that's 5 ounces, so it's enough. Because, well, actually, it's just because of the extra padding for those hand deliveries. That I haven't tried yet, which is why it's never. Oh, you know what? That would work better. Damn it. That makes sense. Because of how many of these I got in total, it will work better for me overall if I keep it to 5. Thank you. I knew there was a sense to make it less. That's why I said it the way I did. Not because I want to give less, but because for when I have to get more, it'll just make a little more sense. Actually, Cliff, if you got the advent calendar, you have the same ones. Isn't that wild? The same top. But I asked the generous benefit. Well, no, you're the generous benefactor who got this for me, but the one who put it together, you know who it is. He told me about where he got his. I asked. As soon as I saw these little sample things, I was like, "Where did you get these?" And they have a whole bunch of options. It's crazy. I'm not advertising for them though, but I did, I did need to know. I'm gonna keep doing this thing. I need to know where I can get stuff. You know what I'm saying? Who is that? Mm. The way this feels, my brain is like, is this some kind of crazy octomore? I've only had a few octomores, but they've never been like this. This is what I would expect from an octomore, as far as, the hype that goes with it. When I've had octomores, at least a couple of them, and again, they vary, I was not blown away. But in this case, it could just be because that is the case, and I am being blown away by this amazing peat journey I'm having. Or it's because I haven't had peat in a very long time. Well, I'm going to, the general feeling when I'm giving these away, raffling them off, is that you drink them soon. And the good thing is, and I haven't tested this, but I do have sealers, so I can put a sealer on here and just like heat it. Even have one of those, and it just goes. What I'm worried about is it might damage this. I haven't tried that yet. I don't think it will, but I do know, as an experiment I did for your benefit, with these, don't put them in the dishwasher. Hand wash only. I was gonna reuse those. No, I'm not. Already gone. But there's a seal. I can seal it. But I just hope it works for those. If not, well, figure something else out. I was using tape before. Do that again. Here we go. Finding out what this whiskey is. Way over time if I was trying to do 30 minutes. Big surprise. What? Whoa. What? Excuse me? Explain yourself. Ooh, there's reading material. Oh, crap. I spoiled yesterday by accident. Something happened. I'm going to forget I remember I saw that. But yesterday just got spoiled because I clicked on the wrong image. I knew it. Son of a gun. I do. Well, I know what tomorrow's is for a point. So don't. That's been spoiled. Can't do anything. But I won't tell you what it is. Still gonna experience it the same way because I don't think I've ever had it. For today, the 24th, right? Yeah, the 24th, it's a Bunnahabhain again. It's a very interesting looking Bunnahabhain. He's taking a lot of pictures. All right, I'm gonna zoom in. Thankfully, I'll forget what it was if I just stop thinking about it. That okay, Bunnahabhain. Done. There's something to read on the back of this one. Oh yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Let's see. Yeah, there's something. Well, we'll see how it works. Again, like I said, these are for not too extended keep. They should be recyclable. I believe it said they were. Otherwise, I wouldn't have bought. They should be recyclable. Festival bottle from 2021. Well, it says 2013 on it. If that means anything. Number 4989 of 5,166 bottles. So there weren't a lot of them. Oh. Fèis? Is that how that? That's weird language there. Or that's not even cursive. I don't even know what to call that. 2021, yes. Mòine Bordeaux finish. Mòine Bordeaux. That's French, I think. So it's got a crazy finish. Because I know Bordeaux is a fancy word. I'm not wrong. There's the sides. Oh, hold on. 10/10/2013. Distilled on. Alright. How's the whole math? How old is it? Bottled on 2020. Or, sorry. 25/11/2020. So, November 25th. Because they do the things the other way. 2020. Math. Hold on. I was 13 in 2013. It was a Sunday. No. Let's not go that far back down memory lane. As if I remember a Sunday in 2013. No. I was playing computer games. I remember. Hold on. I can do this. My brain doesn't want to work. Wait. This is easy math, isn't it? Hold, please. 7? 8? No. Whatever. Don't make me do math in my head. Really bad. Island Festival. Oh, I've heard about the Island Festival. People like the Island Festival. I would like to go to the Island Festival. I'd like to go to Ireland. End of sentence. Wild Turkey 1-1 rye cocktail with some Fever Tree gin ale and limes. Half hour before drink 30 for me. Nice. You take care of yourself. Drink some water. Hydration is key. Now, if you don't mind. Whoops. Oh, there are reviews on this one. Good. 1284 of that Mòine Bordeaux. Oh, sweet. Jimmy Chan, you got the good stuff. I woke. All right, I've explained the proof has been explained to me. 59.5%. First whiskey of the day. Good stuff, I'm telling you. Well, that explains the initial feeling here, and probably here. But it is an Isla, and it is a Bunnahabhain, and you guys are making me like Bunnahabhain, and I'm not happy about it. I'm very happy about it. But don't stop. I mean, not like just Bunnahabhain. Like all of the Bunnahabhain. That's a problem. I don't want that problem. I won't have that problem because I can't afford it. It's fine. I can only imagine how much this one is. Again, the festival ones are very limited. Again, that was 5,000, was it? Words? It's not like I just read it. Yeah, to me, 5,166 bottles sounds like a lot. And then I think about if one person bought every bottle, that would only be 5,166 people on this planet. That's not a lot. It sounds like a lot when I think of numbers that are high. Then I think of actual numbers that are high. I go, oh, yes. I don't count that high ever. I don't want to think about it. Numbers hurt my brain. Because they're overly complicated. Actually, they're very simple. But I'm already too simple. All right, let's read this. Excuse me. I'm not going to be able to see the chat for a moment while I put this picture up and zoom in because my eyes are horrible. Bunnahabhain Isla Scotch Malt Whiskey. Sorry. Bunnahabhain Isla Single Malt Scotch Whiskey. I forgot words. This is all written on the back of the case. Oh, there's tasting notes. Good, I'll read that at the end and not read it now. Over the years, Fèis, I can't read cursive stuff, or whatever that font is, has welcomed friends old and new to its glorious celebration of Gaelic culture. That is not a G. And we're proud to continue that tradition with a wonderfully inviting single malt that's perfect for sharing. What a very nice... It's a signature of Andrew Brown, distillery manager. Thank you, Andrew. It's ABM. Or ABM. That's like I gotta get my handwriting like this. Just think done. X. Since 1881, we've been making exceptional single malts at Bunnahabhain. During which time, what did I call that? During which time we welcome plenty of visitors to share the fruits of our dedication to traditional craft. Who am I becoming? That same spirit of friendship has now inspired us to create the exclusive malt for the 2021 Fèis Isles. I guess that's Isla Festival, right? Fèis Isle? Carefully matured at our coastal distillery and finished in red wine casks. Its golden depths swirl with gentle notes of oily peat, rich spices, and dark grapes. Ooh, grapes. I'm going to look for that now. Intertwined with just the faintest hints of color and warming chili. Chili? It was pretty spicy. As well as lingering on the tongue, yes, its delicately balanced flavors are long in the memory, just like Isla's famous festival. So I'm guessing that is Fèis Isle. It would make sense because they put it in font I could actually read. Ugh. Tasting notes. Color, burnt amber. Sure. Nose, lightly toasted oak. Oh, really? Red fruits, sweet dark jams, and a hint of dry smoke. A hint? Maybe after it being in the glass this long. But initially, it was like putting my nose in a campfire. Palate. Peat smoke, yes. Oak spice, dark grapes, cocoa, and you just said this, and red chili with a delicately balanced sweetness and acidity. Finish long and sweet with hints of red wine and over-ripened grapes. I really don't like it when they say the same thing in every category. It's probably true. I don't know. I don't know what it is. When I read the same thing 3 times, like, yes. Anything else? I guess I expect like a drastic change from nose to palate to finish, but I know that's not the case. Made me read the same thing. That's what's really got me. Reading. Products of Scotland. I'm surprised. Who knew? Whoa, geez, I didn't want to do that. Springbank 10, New Hampshire State. Ooh, oh man. Fèis. Eel. Got it, Cliff. I don't speak Scotch. I drink Scotch. I don't speak it. But this is lovely. What's really nice about this, other than the fact that it's very interesting for my tastes, is I may never have tried one of these ever before in my life. That's the fun part. Like, I haven't gone to any Isla festivals where I'd like to, but again, it would be really stressful to be stuck on an island. Granted, I grew up on an island. That doesn't count. There's a bridge to that one. This one, I don't think so. Whoa! How very pleasant. Bunnahabhain. There were at least three in this this advent calendar. So look forward to Sunday. Believe it or not, I'm going to drink whiskey today. Whoops, sorry, tomorrow. I'm already drinking today. Get that out of here. Okay. You guys are bottle hunting. Gizmo. I don't know what that is. I live a very secluded life, you may know. 1, don't like being around people. 2, Rhode Island. Yeah, Big Boat or Little Plane. That's one of the key things about that place, I feel. Is they were like, they just decided, we'd rather not be on the mainland. No, you don't need a bridge or any other way to get here. Just stay over there, please. It made it hard to get to. Like, if you want to go there, you need to want to go there. Otherwise, you can't really drive there. There's a place like that around here. It's not Isla, but it's called Block Island. Yeah, the only way you can get there is a ferry. Maybe a plane? I've been there once. It was nice, but it was also, you know, kind of touristy. Because of course it was. Hello, what do you want? No, a little delay there. Jeez. My phone's telling me that I received a generous donation earlier. Not donation, a support. Generous little bit of support. You know, 40 minutes ago. Well, 36 minutes ago. Thank you, phone. Technology. I'm definitely enjoying this whiskey. That's the good part. Now I need to try. Okay, here's the thing. I already had this slot in my head. What was it? Today's video? I watched a wish. I believe today's Whiskey Vault video, coincidentally. And yes, I watch every single one. Because it's become the thing I need to pay attention to. That I already paid attention to. It was instrumental in me becoming a whiskey somm at any level. So I try to keep up with what's going on in the vault because I can go in there. That does make me interested in what's going to be in there. What the hell was today? Hold on. I'm looking at my phone. I apologize. But I'm trying to catch up on a lot of stuff, actually, when it comes to the internet's... No, it's KillCo. I was thinking about this earlier today, after seeing that video, and then jotting down that is a whiskey I'm going to try when I go to the vault next time. If it's still there, hopefully. Oh, where's my thought process with this? Hold on. Oh, I was thinking, I don't think I've had KillCo before. So my thought process was, well, they have some there, right? And does Bunnahabhain make KillCo? No, they don't. I'm still trying to figure out how I connected these, but I think it was the idea of going into the whiskey vault, plunking myself down right in front of one of the shelves, one of the shelves that just has KillCo, and just pour as many of them as possible. That in a very minuscule way, enough that I want to try. So like 4 or 5 or 6 or 7, very tiny pours, to try and figure out if I like any of them, because I don't think I've had any, and that is the place to find that out. So with Bunnahabhain, now I've had the thought of, well, I could also find the Bunnahabhains, try a bunch of those. I've already tried 3 or 4 in this advent calendar thing, and I do enjoy them. I've had the this name is connected with this product, I'm not sure why, but it was the Bunnahabhain, the blue bottle. That's one of their go-to bottles, but I forget what it's called. I just think of that weird bluish color that the bottle is. Irene has a KillCo barrel picking. Yes, I can try it then. Well, everything's moving. Bullet. I have some Bullet behind me that I haven't finished off, and I really should. But it's punchy. It's their cast strength. Hold on, let me see. Hanging is he? Yes. She is on a break right now, I think. Where is it? Did I actually do it? I think I did. No, I did not. This is a lie. But this is the one I have. And I bought it for cheap. That's why I got it. Frontier whiskey. Come on, focus. Focus on the words. There's nothing else to see. Why must cameras be like this? I hate it. Do it. My eyes are focused. Your eyes can focus. Camera, you can do it. You can do it. Do it. Why must my streams end up like this? Point is, it's been like that for a very long time. It is punchy. It's 58.3%. Limited bottle. And this is batch number 6. But if I recall, I don't even know if that's a real cork or not. It was a bit punchy. I may have to try some again after this stream. Let's try some after I drink this. Later, by myself. Ha! I am curious. Again, I haven't touched that in a while. I want to see if it's still as punchy as I remember it. I'm pretty sure I made, like mixed drinks with it. If it is punchy again, well, I can have an old-fashioned right now, can't I? Although this is high proof as well. So this will be the end of my Friday. Ha! Cocktail whiskey, we're good. Maclear Bay for Christmas a couple years ago. One of the best KillCo bottles I have tried. Daniel talked about a bottle that no one can get. Actually, no, I think disregard that. And I think that was on today's episode. But he talked about something that someone made that he thought was the pinnacle of his whiskey making. And then they changed it and sent it out. It's a major batch thing. But you can watch the video. I thought it was a nice story. I'm like, oh man, that sucks. And I would love to try that bottle if it still exists. Epic mustache detected. Bourbon's bourbon. Hello. I don't know why I hear that. That's not how you sound, but I hear like a robot voice say that. Like an alert. Epic mustache detected. Warning, warning. Danger, Will Robinson. That is a reference that many people will not understand, by the way. I barely understand it. Oh, he's around. Ugh. That hurts. That hurts. That hurts. Well, Bourbon, it makes me stay on top of my mustache game, if that helps. Is that a thing? I hope not. Because I don't know what I'm doing. But then again, no one does. And if they do think they know what they're doing, I've got a surprise for them, and it's please like and subscribe. Blah! See, I told you it was a surprise. Get out of here. I hope you all will have a lovely Friday. I don't know who's going live next, but people are, because they do that. As I've said on numerous streams, I don't keep track anymore because it's not good for my mental well-being. There's too much going on. Plus I have to drink this whiskey later. It's Sunday. Again, if you've watched all these advent calendars, bravo to you. I've had to watch them because I was here. But this will be done. I will reset this thing come this Sunday, hopefully. Because the only reason I haven't cleared it is because I hadn't finished the advent calendar. And somebody has been doing something every day. That's why it looks this way. It doesn't normally look this way. Bourbon, of course there are. And they're just, they're beautiful. Whoever they are. Especially if they can style it like I can. That's a statement. Jamming. Aerodynamic is good. Trust me, there have been moments where I thought I could just shave this off. Because it gets so frustrating. Yes, Bourbon. Friday night is packed. Is mustache packed? Yes, it's mustache packed. At least from the hours of 7 to 8. After that, it's not so mustachy. Whoa, movement. Bourbon, who doesn't love a mustache, right? Post office. Thankfully, I don't go to post office if I don't have to. Sometimes I do. But yeah, Friday night's busy. I have been trying to do this thing where you go to bed at a reasonable time. It's wild. I'm not good at it, first of all. In fact, I think I fell asleep for 2 to 3 hours recently in the evening. That's become my life occasionally. This time of year, man, every year it gets so wild. Like the past couple months have been. I think it's because I did a lot of streaming. That's very possible. If I think about it too much, it was a November streaming and it was December streaming. Like the end of December into November, it's just all the time, in a good way. Again, November was pretty amazing. I will not forget that November for a very long time. And I may do one next year. I haven't decided on what for because my parents are like, they're very thankful. I wouldn't be able to be like, more! So it would probably go to the thing I was showing off at the beginning, the Pancreatic Awareness Month. Oh, pancan.com, that's what it was. They're researching pancreatic cancer cures. And I would like to have one of those right now for my dad. Let's not think about that. Bad Axe Bourbon? Well, there's no war, so there's no win. I like to think most people are like that with their mustache, or at least their physical appearance. Some people really like that, though. I just like to look my best, as you may know. And it takes me a lot not to compare myself to others, so I don't. It's better if I don't. Everyone should think that way if they want. And of course, this is a very hard whiskey to get. Let's not forget that. We were talking about whiskey, weren't we? Sure. Glad I got to try it. Probably, again, I would very likely never be able to, nor would I really think to do so. But this whole Advent calendar thing, and the reason I do Advent calendars, other than because I just have every year for the past 5 years, I think, I don't want to think about that. Anyhow. I do them because I like the experience of what I might find, like something I'll learn that's new about my palate. In this case, Bunnahabhain seems to be the theme. And then, again, another wild one was just stumbling across the fact that there's Mexican whiskey. And that is wild. And I love it. I don't love the actual whiskey, at least not that one I had, but I'd be curious to try more, because that's crazy. I like that. That, like, just that concept, like, people already like tequila, you know? But then they find out there's also whiskey that comes out of Mexico. They're already drinking tequila. They can easily just be like, oh, that too? Sure. Shots. Speak of the devil, Papa KillCo. Hello, Dad. I hope you are well. You're feeling all right. Life isn't getting you too down. December and this time of year just drags me down. Ugh. It's because it's so dark out still. I like the dark, but also the cold isn't very helpful. Can't really go anywhere without feeling like, oh, I'm outside. Mellow with a touch of sweetness. I saw that. Bourbon, what was that? Hold on. But Ben, that's a brilliant idea, and I think you should start that website, whatever. How's it all going now? Look. That's crazy good. Oh. Stupid Bunnahabhain, stop making such nice whiskey. Damn you. Mmm. Bottle of water. If you're wondering why I have a giant bottle of heavy water, because that's a great way to make sure I drink enough water every day. Or at least drink water. At all. Otherwise I won't. Ugh. It's easy to have that much. Alright, my glass is empty. That's a terrible thing to have happen to you at the end of the stream because you still toast everyone out at the end. Shoot. But this was really good. I do not always finish my beverages within an hour. Or, in this case, 50 minutes. I like to enjoy it. And also I'm talking a lot to you. What are you even doing in here? Oh. Lebanese. I think there were 2 last year for me with the Flaviar one, which was very expensive. Thank you, Mama KillCo. For that, because it got me interested in. There's whiskey from Jerusalem, surprise, and there's whiskey from what was the other one? Australia, Starward. Was it Starward? There was one of those in the Flaviar one. And those 2, it's like what? Although I didn't know about Taiwanese whiskey, but Jerusalem surprised me. But of course there is. Alcohol is being made all over the world. I think it should only be in 3 different places, or 4 technically: Canada, United States, Ireland, Scotland. There are many other places. Japan now feels like the newer one, but it is, but it isn't. Not anymore. It's just got popular suddenly. That's how things are. Well, because it's from Japan. And I've said it before. I did get into sake very briefly. I really like Japanese stuff. Japan's pretty cool. I hope to go there somewhere and be that annoying tourist who doesn't speak Japanese. I can say very few things in Japanese, but I know I'd be like, I'd also just like, what? Does anyone speak English? Save me. Gotta watch out for that bug, Zambu, and I'm working on that this year. I'm gonna fail very soon, I'm sure. The not buying bottles thing. You can't see very well, but there's quite a few over here. More than I care to think about. Those need to be videoed. They're just sitting there, waiting for me to do so. Actually, I don't know what the match is, because we're whiskey still. And I did pick this up, and now I'm enticed to drink some. Louisville, Kentucky. I don't think I went to their distillery. I know I didn't. Unless Heaven Hill is making Bullet, which I don't think they are. But it also says bottled by Bullet Distillery Co. And they're in Louisville. I was in Louisville. Just near it. I will say that I didn't go to really any distilleries in Louisville when I was staying near Louisville. I was actually going to a bunch of different other ones. I went to nope, I did not. I went to Jim Beam. That was a big one. I went to Maker's Mark, which is one of my favorites, just for where it is. Amazing place. The tour, amazing. The whiskey, really fucking good. And especially the ones you can get at the distillery. I love that. I love that you can get numerous different bottlings there. Some of them you'd think are hard to find, like the FAEs and the barrel finish stuff they're doing. What was my other point? They're not close to Louisville. Jim Beam Distillery, not close to Louisville. Maker's Mark, absolutely not close to Louisville or anywhere, really. And then, what was the other one? Heaven Hill, ginormous place. Didn't go on the full tour, but I did go on the tasting. That let me get pour my own Elijah Craig bottle. Elijah Craig barrel proof bottle, I should say. Which was awesome. It is also sitting over there somewhere. That was the Elijah Craig barrel proof I got last year. None of the ones they actually release. Just the one I bottled myself, which you can only get for the bottling thing. It was almost empty too. Which makes me think, oh man, what was different about that since it was right near the end? Ugh. Bullet I was looking at. What's the proof? Oh. 58.3%. But this is an older batch. This is batch 6. So there might have been another bottle of it. And again, I don't know how big batch 6 is exactly, but I have a feeling that's a very broad statement for them. But I'm going to have a little bit. Toast you all out with it. A wild switch from what I was just having, but then again, there's nothing else I can pour for myself after that. That even comes close to the rarity of it. And again, it was a special release for an event, 5,000-ish bottles, which is not as many as you'd think. Ooh. See? I do not want to pour a lot of this. I may have, again, an old-fashioned with this. Since, like I said, it's been like that for a very long time. I should have put that in a smaller bottle a very, very long time ago. But I would have just forgotten what it is. Because that's how I am. Da-da! Harpoon Winter Warmer and Sam Adams with lager. Ooh. Boston. Old Sam Adams. I used to drink a fair amount of Sam Adams. And I will say another thing. My tasting journey, my exploration of palate goes back much further than whiskey. Because I also went through beer. I went through beer, wine, sake. And I think that's when I hit whiskey. I'm not sure if that's the exact order. I don't know if it was wine beer or beer wine, then sake. That was really like I was reaching out. Like I've watched enough Japanese anime. I know what sake is. I'll try it. I know what a lot of things from Japan are, but I can't get them here. Boo. Pocky sticks. Trust me. P-O-C-K-Y. Or E-Y. Okay. What's my point? Japan. Sake. Yes, there we go. Then I get the whiskey. Probably because, as many people in the United States, you don't experience whiskey as a sipping beverage as you are younger. It's usually just shots. And it's only gotten worse because Fireball wasn't a thing when I was younger. Goldschlager was, because we were freaking fancy. Ooh. It's kind of nice. Sweeter than I remember. But again, it's been sitting in there for a while. It is oxidized a bit. Cap on or not. It's a nice brown sugar note. This isn't another, tasting thing. I'm just curious about this myself because it's been sitting behind me like that for well over a year. And someone said bullet. That's all it really takes. That's pretty funny hanging easy. Oh, JJ. Jimmy Jazz. Sorry. Jimmy Jazz. Thinking of two different people. Was it you who said something about going to buskers? I think it was. But my memory is terrible. I could have imagined it. That's where my brain is. If you're still here. If not, figure it out. But I may be going there soon. Looking forward to it. It smells sweeter than I expected. I don't remember Bullet being sweet. There's a hint of that weird note I don't like. It's like mulch. It's a weird one. I like the JJ. Okay. I have no idea. Either way, I'm going there. I feel like I imagined something. Oh, this is nice. Was it? Okay. Someone did. There's so many people coming here, and sometimes I can convince myself maybe that was my imagination. It makes life very complicated when I don't remember if I really happened or I imagined it. Like I said, it was 58.3. Listen up, man. Hold on, I'll show you. If it focuses, and probably won't. Hey, what do you know? It did. 58.3%. Super steady hands. Yeah, I think that's why I didn't like it. It's got this... I wasn't able to tell what it was then. But there's a grassy note. Like cut grass. That kind of green thing. Or I've also described it as, or at least what I think of, is a young sapling, like a young tree. If you broke off one of the branches and just broke the branch, there'd be this green, young tree, no real tree bark stuff. It makes me think of that. Buskers any good? They have an extensive whiskey selection. The food is Irish pub food. American style Irish pub food, if you get my meaning. But at least one of the employees there is actually from Ireland because he got an accent. Or he's doing a very, very... what's the word? He's doing a very good impression of an Irish accent. It's either Irish or Scottish. But anyway, point is, I think it's Irish. Because it's buskers. More like mulch. Mulch, green, cut grass. I'm gonna have a sip. Hold on. See the moon. It's not bad. It's not something I'd sip on. But as far as for the price I paid for it and the proof it is, it's a good deal. But it's not something I'd go reaching for. It's more oak forward. It's a little sweet. It's a little dry. It's leaning toward Knob Creek sort of deal, where it's a darker, almost coffee type vibe. Not so sweet, and I like sweet. Generally, a sweet bourbon of some type, or one with a little bit of rye. This one I'm not sure what the mash bill is. With that said, however, it is now 8:01, overtime. Be back here on Sunday, please. I will be here to finish this thing, to finish off the advent calendar. I still have one more. I'm pretending I don't know what it is and trying to forget what it was, so don't worry, I will try to. Hopefully I will succeed. But looking forward to it, nonetheless. With that said, as always, live long and prosper. Don't forget to be awesome. And I will see you out there. Goodbye. Thank you for joining me on KillCo Whiskey Musings. You can find my social media and Patreon in the links below. Be sure to like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.